Okay.
Good morning, everybody. I am super excited about this new webinar that we are doing together. With me on the call, as normal, Donna Raleigh, our EVP from sunny, or is it cold San Diego?
It's sunny, but it's chilly today.
It is chilly. Ah,
Yeah.
you have not like myself a sweater. I'm almost freezing.
Well, it's warm in my house. It's cold outside.
Our when I moved 13 years from Austria. And at this time in Austria, it's pretty cold, sometimes snow and everything. I'm such a wimp right now. It has 58 and I'm feeling it is 42.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know the feeling. I moved from Connecticut and was used to the cold winters of the Northeast, and I used to enjoy it. 5 degrees outside, yeah, that feels good. But
Yeah.
now, when it gets below 50, no, I can't take it.
Well, we have this unbelievable webinar today where we speak about online forms, and I think I'm super excited about that because this time we are not presenting a feature. We present what you can do with that, really use cases, and they're not theoretically. They're coming of live environments, what we do. And so I want to start a little bit sharing with you, or you see my screen right now?
Yes.
Perfect. So the webinar. On the right side, I put the RNE, that means evolution, revolution. Yeah, because today we don't know. It's like every day something happening. And since today's when our Grok 3 was announced, it is mind-blowing. So we have right now so many AIs and so many things happening. We live definitely in unprecedented challenges. Yeah? And it's about everything, as you know. Yeah, it's about on the one hand how we can easy scale, how we can advance, how we can becoming more productive. And in my opinion, all of that is coming out as this little guy in the middle of technology. Because you see, without technology, there is nothing. And I can say AI is changing more than the Industrial Revolution. This is really, this blows my mind away when we're facing these enormous challenges. But not only that, it is this shift that is happening, and this shift is definitely in some form frightening. On the other hand, it's a great opportunities because as we see political, there is a lot of things worldwide changing, but technology is the driver. Technology is the driver of all of that, and we are at the beginning. Think about that. If you remember when the internet started, yeah, and when after the internet the mobile phones came. Yeah, all of that was amazing in my opinion, how big the changes are. But right now, it is nothing comparable anymore. Yeah, we are in light speed. Yeah, I feel sometimes. You remember? Have you been to the first Star Wars movies? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I remember I was sitting in Vienna in one of these Star Wars movies, and it was really this light speed when you saw it the first on screen. Boom! Now we are experienced that in our lifetime. It's like wow. So who knows what is coming? But I feel this will be fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Reimagining online forms. What does that mean? That means we have really brought online forms compared to everything what is in the industry, guys. Everything what is in the industry, uncomparable. Our first release was in May 2023, so not even 2 years ago. In the last 2 years, we had made over 3,000 enhancement only for online forms. Think about that. Yeah, what that means. Yeah. And therefore, our product is pushed on top number one, yeah, in the world from analyst companies. And with the online form, we have compared it to Google Forms, to HubSpot Forms, to SurveyMonkey Forms, yeah, where you pay a lot of money for that. We will speak at the end of of our webinar about this, but you see, it's uncomparable what you can do today. And guys, there is so much more. what we could do with online forms. So we are just took three examples, use cases, because you see, we could sit here for hours and hours and hours and telling you what, on the one hand, our customers are doing, or what you could maybe doing in your company. Yeah. And so it is really unbelievable. So let's jump into the first one. So three major use cases are, Don and I will present to you our three problems that we solved. The one is, every company, as you know, have the challenge to, or basically have, our when you grow, to hire people. And that could be very expensive and a very cumbersome and hard job to do that. And so we came out with a process that is mind blowing. I am not saying this process that we created is the number one process with online form, what everybody should do. I'm just saying this is how we did it, and we feel it's so intelligent and so helpful. And so let's start with the first one.
And
So
not only
our
that, let me add that I
Yeah,
think it really took the time involved, right? It took the weight off of our shoulders, made the hiring process much easier for us compared to how we used to do it. And then one other thing I just wanted to add for the audience is this webinar is designed to show people, including our existing customers, that, hey, you have tools. You have tools with Pipeliner that probably you're not using. And we want to give you examples of how you might first start to try to use them. And so
yes.
we're going to give you some real life use cases with this tool and in future webinars, other tools to show you what you could be doing, right? Try to get that light bulb to go off and get more usage out of Pipeliner for you.
Yeah. So the first one of our use cases is the hiring process, hiring people. We were thinking through, okay, how we do that. We need people, or how we find them. And so we are advertised over LinkedIn, basically a job profile. Yeah. And the point was, we wanted to have a channel sales manager. And it was overwhelming. In a very short time, I had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that I could not even handle it. And I said to Don, my goodness, what shall I do? I have here over 500 people. So we instantly came up with a very intelligent concept that to send to them something that they are filling out a form, but not only a form so that I get the data from LinkedIn automatically in Pipeliner, but ask them instantly also some questions, as you can see here. And I think it was fantastic how we reduced instantly the numbers. And so, Don, can you go over that first?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Yeah, so here's the form that we sent to them, and it was just to get them to engage with us without us having to go research 500 people, read their cover letters, their resumes, all that sort of stuff. And so we sent this out as a form, and they answer the questions and submit. And what you find is that when we did that, all that information comes back into Pipeliner. It can create a new person, a new contact for us, and populate all of the questions automatically. So here's actually one of the people that we did hire, Myra, as our new channel sales manager. And you can see the responses that she filled out on the form came back. It populated her contact form in Pipeliner automatically. And so that's one of the advantages of Pipeliner's online forms compared to any other is it's native to Pipeliner. It's fully integrated. You don't have to worry about trying to import data or API connections or anything else. It's natively built into Pipeliner. So you can see we got Myra's responses. We got a lot of responses, but the
And can you
great thing
click on the
about
link?
this,
Can you click on the LinkedIn? Or because that is cool, because it's immediately we could see our and they filled it out, and so you see that that helps in the process, because you see our when right now she works for us, our we are happy, and this came out of this unbelievable process. But the process was, when you go back to the contacts, you will see there was 83 they filled out. So 83 people from all these hundreds filled out this form. And we said, oh, 83 people, this is still too much. What should we do? And we came to this unbelievable idea that we are creating right now in inviting a webinar. We felt we asked them something very interesting about differentiate yourself. What is the process? What do you think about Pipeliner? We want to share them what Pipeliner is really all about. And so we made a webinar. We invited the people to the webinar. And as you can see, we have a column here on the webinar. If you click on that, you can sort it. Click on the webinar and sort it. Instantly, you will see how many people have shown up and how many people have not shown up. And you will see there was over 53 people showed up on the webinar. It's still a lot, in my opinion, from 83, yeah, for the job. And so we had the screen of all these 53 people. And we said, guys, we have a Q&A at the end, but we want to give you a value and we show you what we do and how we do different things and our approaches. And it was fantastic. And there was a very good Q&A. And then I said to them, we have one thing for you if you really want this job. Are please, this goes right now to the next form we did, and we sent it to them automatically. So there was nothing, yeah. Please, and remember the first name, last name, and email. You don't have to fill that out. This is already filled out when you get that when you are in the database. Yeah. So there's nothing. We said we want right now from you an elevator pitch. Tell me in 60 seconds, not more, what makes you different and what you would say to become a or a channel sales manager, what you would say to a person that you have in the elevator and you have only 60 seconds, he has not seen you before, and you want to make a connection, what you would say. Yeah. And guess how many people have responded, how many videos we got. You remember?
I don't remember the exact number, but it
Yeah,
was
it was
uh,
so high. I was so shocked by that. We got 32 from 53, 32 videos. And our right now, our we show you everything was instantly in Pipeliner, and our one of the guys was also there, and our you see our and he sent us a video, and we can not look at the whole video, but you can click on that, and there you see another technology that we're using with our document where you can add documents, but you don't want that. It's just a link to Google Docs or to all the other technology that is there. And we had the video, and so here we got the video. And you can start for a few seconds so that people say this is not only a
okay.
picture, it's a real video. Yeah, that's
You bet.
proving. We want to be accurate. Yeah. And so that was fantastic. And so we got here the information about our here. Everything is there. And out of this, we knew, okay, of the videos, there was only really 4 people at the end. And with the 4 people at the end, we invited them in a corporate meeting. And that was so unbelievable, this meeting, in my opinion, because we ask a question or ask one question about what is your business, personal experiences and stuff like that, and failures and what you can learn out of that. And it became a conversation with 4 people. And then we knew these 2 people are the right ones. And you see, this process has been enlightening, has been fun, and has been very efficient. And you can do that very easy with Pipeliner if you are implement that. We are more than happy to help you with this. You want to add any information for this, or we should go to the next use case?
Yeah, I would just say that, this may sound like it's all over your head and oh, it's just too much. I don't know what to do, but we can help you, as Nicholas said. And just keep in mind this, for us, you're probably looking at, 5 minutes of time to create the online form instead of reading through 500 cover letters and resumes. What we did is we allowed these people to sort of self-eliminate, right? As soon as they said, oh, this is too much, I don't want to do this, they dropped out. And we kept giving them opportunities to drop out, and that helped to control the audience size. And as Nicholas said, next thing you know, we're down to 4. And then that was really interesting to have one video call like we're on right now with all these potential employees on the call at the same time answering questions together. It was really
Yeah,
interesting.
very
But
cool.
let's move on
No, no,
to the next.
before
Yeah.
you go to the next one, I have an announcement.
Oh, yeah,
Or
please.
because we speak on online forms.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
are we are already done. We are already testing. You know, we have by every release what we do a little AI stuff, what is very, very helpful. It's not little, but for us it's little. It is a great AI tool every time by each release a feature that
Yeah.
helps our customers. But we are already testing that you have not to create any longer online forms, and knowing everything, you can use in the future our agent. And you just write what you want, and the agent is creating that for you. And I feel this will be, anyhow, a total breakthrough. So, can you imagine you have a problem, you write that, and he's creating the form for you?
Yeah, and just to
Um,
make sure people understand, because sometimes people don't know what an agent is, we're not talking about a pipeliner employee is going to see what you wrote and create it for you. This is all AI, right? The AI in Pipeliner will understand what you wrote down and asked for in an online form, and it'll create the online form for you. So it'll be even
yes.
faster to get to that form. And I've seen the beta of it before it goes out, and it's pretty impressive to see what it can do. And just another little secret leak here, it's just the first agent.
You are
Uh,
telling too much.
well, I won't say what the others do, but it's just the first agent that we'll be releasing that will make your life so much easier. Okay, should
Okay.
we move on?
Yeah, let's move on and let's basically go to the next really interesting use case. Yeah.
Okay.
And the use case is about events. I am flying basically very soon to Europe, and this is fantastic because we are using our own technology for our next event. And so I have an event on the April 2nd in Vienna about our AI and how AI and humans could create unbelievable things together. And we use definitely, besides our online form that we will see in a second, we definitely use other technologies around that. But I think it's the cool thing is on that is, as you can see, we have here multiple stuff that we can do. So we can test that. But this is a different technology. I'm not talking about that. We want to concentrate what you can do with the online forms. So let's go to the form. When you're in the
Yes.
database, yeah, okay, go ahead.
Yes, I just wanted to point out this is all existing Pipeliner stuff, right? So we're in Pipeliner's email template area. And Nicholas, this first job for this event was to create an invitation, if you will, an email that invites people, informs them about the event. And so I don't speak German, so but you can see that we're introducing who are the speakers and hosting the event and where it's going to be. And at the bottom, you can see that there's a button here, which is, I'm sure you can translate that for yourself. It's to register for the event. And when somebody clicks on that, they go right to the registration page to register for the event. Okay. So again, this is an online form that they're getting because they clicked on, register. So we're going to embrace a number of things here on the email templates, the online forms. And now when they submit that online form and it goes and updates their file in Pipeliner, guess what else happens? Well, it goes into an automation because now we know they've registered for an event, and now we can put them into any sort of automation we want. We want them to receive a series of emails as we get closer and closer to the event, keeping them informed of what's happening, what's the weather, what are the restaurants close by, what other things are happening. And so we're embracing two or three or maybe even four different features of Pipeliner to make all of this work, and it's really super easy. And as they register, you can even go into reports. We just set up a little report here to show us what's happening, how many people are registering. I had this preloaded, but it looks like it's refreshing. So just give me a second. And so we have a report just for the Vienna event. Here it is. And so as people register, this just auto-populates the report for me so I can see what's going on. And so you can see we're using a number of different things here. We're using the report tool. We're using the online forms tool. We're using the email templates tool and linking all of those together into a beautiful automated process.
Yeah,
Nicholas, what do you want to add to that?
yeah, well, their events are, the point is we cannot show all their functionality, what you can do is, but one of our really huge customers are in the energy business are is using that for their events, and you can restrict on the forms, for
Ah,
instance,
yeah, good
when
point.
you have limited place. Yeah, so let's say you have a special event and you have only 50 seats. Yeah, and you are sending that out and there is so many people, so it stops with the people when basically are 50 seats registered. And you can make it in a way, what we will do with this event too, if a person is unsubscribing from the event, automatically it reopens that the seat is available. Yeah. So there is today this technology possible where it's unbelievable what you can do. And for us, as we have shown in the first use case of hiring people, events is basically something that almost every company is exercising, because you either have live events like this one, if you go back to the Vienna event, or the invitation, yeah, and when you see the invitation, or it is a live event, or that is in downtown Vienna, and with a very distinguished person. I'm not so important as the other one, yeah. But the point, but the point is, are you can do that as we do it for online events or whatever it is, and you control that. You have the automation running for reminders, for deregistration, for alerts, and whatever it is, that you can prepare your events efficiently. And this is all about when you focus, and this is important, when you really focus and technology helps you to focus, you become efficient. And every efficiency leads to productivity. And productivity is the future. We need to increase our productivity. I hope in your company, and we want to help you with that. And so, therefore, we have here events as a use case that we showed, and we want to take right now the last use case that we do. This is an unbelievable stuff that we do also for a customer, and it's in the mining industry as an example, because in the mining industry you have possible a lot of actions that you have to do when you in the mining send something over, so a container, and you want to know exactly about on the form. And so I am sharing right now my screen. One second. Here we go. And here you can see, by the way, the administration window of the online forms, how you can create that. And I have created here, as you can see, product and services. So this is very unique. There is not one single system in the world today on online forms that can embed instantly, when you have in your databases or in your CRM or in ERP, that you move over online forms are and created with product and services. So you could create a form and you create a new field, and you can say, okay, there is a field on products, and now I can show product images and can create even products, and I can show here fields, and I can add here whatever it is, and I can add here products lists that I have, or I can create even with filter adding additional information, whatever I want. Yeah, product SKU, type, category. You can go so deep, yeah, in that area and embed that. And I show you that how this looks like so that you get a feeling for this company. So there is an order form, and you want basically adding a product. And you say this is a selection of some products. This is the number of the product. You can imagine whatever the product name is, what you want. And instantly you can say, I want here basically the quantity of 100. And what does that cost? And you can even make here some comments. And so I can even add here other products like packing adjacent and say it's 100 and say, okay, I need here 10 packages, yeah, of this kind of our product. And I need an inspection that this is really fully happening, and I have 5 inspection on this, and I have to total and submit that. Embedded in a form. This is not a website, guys, that is out there, yeah, where you program an HTML5 or whatever, yeah, and you just build that in. This is an online form, and you can embed that. Quite
You imagine,
impressive, isn't it?
yeah, can you imagine some of our
With
customers
pictures,
just
yeah.
building an online form that they could put right on their website or email to somebody and somebody can place an order? It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. So we had these 3 major use cases, or to make it sharp or precisely. Our first was the hiring process, or then the events and the mining industry, what you can do only with one technology combined with our other online forms. And as I said, you will see that we are testing already the AI agent that creates online forms, and you just type in because you feel if I go back right now and say, let's go here, and I want right now to go to the online form, and you say, oh, this is complicated. I don't know which field I have to do, even it's only drag and drop. Yeah. But let's say it is for you complicated and you don't want that and you just delete that or remove it. Okay. Then you have that gone against. But we want to help our customers to make it much more easier. And therefore, we're creating right now AI agent for online forms and testing it already so that you can have this all under your fingertips to become super, super efficient and therefore productive. And I think you have customers, and maybe these 3 use cases are not totally on your side, but maybe you want to send after each meeting a short survey that you maybe use to other technology like SurveyMonkey, and you pay a lot of money. Therefore, we want to show you a little bit on how
Yeah.
this works with the online form so that the people better understand that every tier structure can embed that. So it's not only for the unlimited version.
Right. So, for if you haven't visited the page in a while, right on our homepage is the pricing page. And as you scroll down, if you click on expand all under communications and activities, you see online forms. And the way this reads is it's included in our unlimited version. It's not included in starter, business, and enterprise, but this icon means that it's available as an a la carte option, something you can add at any time. And I guarantee you this, the price of adding online forms to your existing subscription is a fraction of the cost of licensing SurveyMonkey or some other third-party online forms tool. But not only is it a fraction of the cost, it's built in native to Pipeliner, right? With any other third-party tool like SurveyMonkey, it's not going to automatically go populate your forms in Pipeliner, right? It's not going to access your product catalog and allow you to do what Nicholas just showed you for the mining industry that we did for one of our customers. So when you consider doing something like surveys and other uses like we're showing you here for online forms, you ought to consider, like many other things, and we'll cover them in other webinars, Pipeliner includes tools that allows you to stop paying for other third-party tools that you're using and just use everything inside natively to Pipeliner and save you money.
Yeah, that is super exciting. Or in my opinion, we are in the biggest really evolution, as I said at the beginning, or revolution, because it's mind blowing what's happening around us. And you think about not only we, everybody is getting better and better. And it's right now light speed, or as I remember when I was sitting the first time in this Star Wars movie, and they just weighing light speed in a different dimension. And we are just at the beginning, and it's every day something happening. Yeah, so keep our just our knocking on the door. We are having a great release next week, by the way. Again, as every month, are coming out with beautiful new features, and making always something new and enhancing and making for our customer the product better and better and better, because you see, this is how you improve the system. I think we have a couple more minutes. I wanted to be 30 minutes, but we have a couple more minutes. And so I want to open that up if there is maybe some questions from our audience. So please, by the way, I saw that there were people jumping a little bit later. Everything will be 100% are available online, are just, yeah. Um, if there is a question, let me know. Any questions? All clear? Someone wants to ask something? Let's see in the chat. We have in the chat some stuff.
Looks like John already addressed, so I think we're good
Uh-huh.
to go. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, guys.
we're always here. Our support team is always here. You can always feel free to call Nicholas or myself. And, if you have an idea about something you want to do with an online form using the tools that we showed you today, we're happy to give you some advice and then have our team help you out with figuring out how to make that happen.
So 3 use cases that we had: hiring, events, mining industry as an example. I know there is tons of more. Knock or call us, as Don said, or we are here. Everybody in the company is here to help and to support. Have a great day.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye,
Thanks.
everybody.
Bye.